So now we will put it up live on the server, so you can access it in any part of the world if you have an internet connection from your mobile, tablet, or your laptop. So it is basically what you did till now was to run it on your local server. So if your laptop is running, it's up on the server on your local host on this HTTP in this IP address or here. But if you want it to be live 24/7, we'll have to put it on a server that basically runs 24/7 in a warehouse, and we will be putting it there so that will host it up on the internet, and Netlify does this for free. So in this video we'll be learning how to use Git. We'll also learn how to push to a GitHub repository where we'll be putting this entire app in your GitHub account. Now every developer needs to have a GitHub account. If you don't have a GitHub account, go ahead and create it. I will show you how to do that as well. I already have an account, so I'll be signing up, and from there we will be deploying it on Netlify. Before that, let's go ahead and in your build we will have to put a redirects this thing. So what we'll do right now is, in your terminal you can Control+C will terminate the local host, the server development. And right here, so here it says to create a production build, use npm run build. So we'll go ahead and do that. So it will optimize our app so that we can put it into a server and upload it so that we can access it anywhere in the world. It is up in the server and it is hosted. So when I say npm run build, it will create a build file right here, and in that we will have to put a redirect so that in Netlify it doesn't cause a problem for us. And yeah, now that has been completed. It has compiled successfully, and the build has been done. So in your build file right here, you have to create, so right click, new file, underscore redirects, and in this right here, backslash asterisk, and again a backslash, index.html space 200. Save this, and your build is done right here. So right after this is done, we will push it to GitHub, and we won't be doing it here. So for a further practice, you can do it here. You can just raise it up and continue the same thing right here, what I'll be doing next. But for practice, I will be doing it in Git, and you will get a clue about Git bash as well. But we have to be doing it in the same directory. Now I'm going to minimize this. Actually, I'm going to terminate this and then minimize. I am going to go to my Git bash. And here, let me increase the font size for you. And now in this, I am going to go to desktop and React. Sorry, it's called React Apps. So whatever you have given the name, you will have to open that direct and to do. Now once I'm in to do, what I can do is, I want to put it into my GitHub, right? So before doing that, now I already created a build. I don't have to do it again. Next, I need to go to Google Chrome, and right here, I'll say github.com. And here you can sign up. But I already have an account, so I am going to sign in. And once I've signed in, you can go ahead to your portfolio, your profile, or you can go to your repository, and here it says new on the right side here, that is green. You can see this. You can click on new, and here I'm going to name it as to do app. So to do app is available. I'll give it a description of it is a React to do app, and you don't make any other changes. Create the repository. Once you've created a repository, it tells you what you need to do, but just follow what you need to do the same thing, but just follow what I do, and we will have to copy this link. So make sure you copy this link. That's Control C. Let's go to our Git bash and let's follow what's right here. So it's git init, and right after git init we will be putting after git init it's git add full stop, means it adds all the files. Alright, so now once this is done, I am actually just going to make it a little smaller. I'm going to clear it so that you can see it, because if it's down below you cannot see it. So I am going to clear, but you don't have to do it. Please note down all this and do it very carefully. You need to put the exact same things, or else you will get an error and you won't be able to upload it. So don't clear it out. Write down all of these. Is quite important. They are all basics and it's standard. And after this it says git commit m first commit. I'm going to copy this, right click, paste, and I'm going to enter. Now it will ask this, so I'll have to put my details. So git config, type the exact same thing up above right here. It's just asking for your confirmation to know if it's actually you. Now to set your account's default identity, you can do all this, but I am just going to put my username and global, and user dot email is and after this I'm going to continue again, git config. If you never dealt with git, these are one of the most basics, so just follow the exact same thing and you will be good. Nothing to worry about. So once this is done, now I have made a small mistake. I did not put the quotes here, so it's not able to. So I'm going to just come out. It's Control C again, and right here I'm going to make the particular changes. I'll have to type it again. So git config. So make sure you don't make any changes, or else you will end up in the same problem. Now user.email, it's Varun. And so now that is done, and now again you'll have to put your name. So that's git config space score, it's global, user.name, okay, so that's done. Now there must be no problems. I am going to commit again. Now upper arrow key, your arrow keys, the 4 arrow keys, just press the upper arrow key and you will find the same git commit m /m first commit, and it will get committed. So now it is already committed. Now I need to push it to GitHub. So to do that, I need to copy this, Control C, or right click copy, go here, go to your git bash, paste it and say enter, and that is done as well. And right after this you need to git push -u origin master, copy that as well, and let's clear it first, because you don't have to clear it, please. It's just for you can see it well. Now once I have pushed it, it will get pushed into my GitHub and you can see it right there. Now it's asking me to log in into my GitHub account. So that's why you'll have to create your GitHub account first, and then I'm just going to log in. Once you have given your credentials, in that you could see even you could sign up. So if you don't have an account, you can sign up. If you have an account, just put the correct email address and your password and it would have been pushed to GitHub. Now you can minimize this and go to your GitHub account, and if you reload this, you can see your entire all the files and folders that was in your Visual Studio Code is all right here. You can see all of them, the public, the source, and all of this. And I'll also be putting the 3 links that I mentioned earlier in my GitHub, so you can come here and look into it. So this is my first commit. It says that's the message we gave you. Remember that git add first commit. So this is the first commit. And now once this is done, it's in your repository. We will access this in this thing called netlify.com, where it's the fastest way to build the fastest site. So it's easier for SPA, that is single page applications which do not have any backend, and Netlify integrates with React applications very quickly. So get started in seconds. Now once you have created your GitHub account, it is very easy to access it. So just say GitHub right here and it will automatically connect to your GitHub account. And now for me it has directly come here, but it might ask you, if you haven't created an account, just create an account and you will come to this place. And here in your Netlify account, go to the new site from Git and you can go ahead and choose GitHub. It asks me to authorize myself and I have already authorized, but when you have to authorize, you'll have to put your name. Now here I am going to choose my repository, that is to do app, and don't make any changes here and you'll have to deploy site. It's as simple as that. It will get deployed and you will get it. The site is deployed in the process and it happens quite quickly. You can change the site settings and change the name. It will give its own name because it's automated work we can create. Once it is done, we can do that. Alright, that's it. It happened in about a minute. I hope it happened very quickly. Netlify is super fast. And I hope you followed the exact instructions. If you made any mistake, go back, delete the build and you can do it. So let's go ahead and check our website. It is working perfectly fine. We can go ahead and say, let's go ahead and get eggs again and add it. It gets added. I hover over it. I delete it. It gets deleted. The app is working perfectly fine. You can access this link, this HTTPS link. It is a HTTPS link and not HTTP. It gives a free HTTPS link as well. Now if I want to change my name, you can go to site settings, change site name, and right here I'm going to say most of the names will be taken, so I am going to say Varun React to do app. And once I've done that, that has been changed to Varun React to do app. You can give whatever name for your website, your web app. Sorry, it's not a website, it's a web app. Once your web app is created, it's as simple as that to create a web app, a React web app. And it's up and running. It is working well. So let's say get pens, get milk. So this can be accessed from your phone, anything you want. So that's about it. And I hope you learned about Git, GitHub and Netlify, and these are quite important and I hope you learned a lot. This is the end of your first project. I'll see you in the next video.